Okay, I just want to give a little verbal introduction to my site if you've not been here before. This is Nymph0MANIA.com. I've had my site here for a little over a year. I used to run forums from this site, and I used to run a group that I had linked to one of my social networking sites through to this site where we discuss things more in depth. And I basically, when I started the site, I was in that mode of I wanted to just come clean with all my sex addiction and all my thoughts and all my, hang-ups and all my this and that. And I found out when I started running this site and I got all these people over here that it was a lot for me to handle. I was overwhelmed with having to talk to people about not only my sex addiction but their sex addiction. So I kind of gave up on the site, and I'm just now coming back to it, Nymph0MANIA.com. So I've redone the site a little bit. This time I'm not running forums. I'm not, we can discuss things. You can add comments. I have a confession page because I know for me it helps just to be able to talk about things or to type them out. And my site is a place where you can do that anonymously and, non-judgmental. I want to make a disclaimer. I am not a professional. I am not a counselor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a sociologist or a psychologist. I myself am a sex addict. So that is why I have this site. I am in no way cured, but, it's kind of like every day you take one day at a time and you just try and maintain and so the purpose of this site is for me to express myself so that I can stay in the forefront of my own recovery, and hopefully by doing that I help if it can help someone else, that's fine. I know from running this site before and running the groups that people just need to talk. One of the things that I really hate about our type of problem as far as the sex addiction, you get so many looky-loos and voyeurs into the site, and it's not really for people to get off on what our issues are, but I realize that people will. And so before I had actually a lot of my contact information and whatnot on the site, but now I'm strictly going anonymous. I don't want anyone to be able to trace me or track me down, and I don't want people getting fanatic about things because, I know there probably aren't a whole lot of women on the net talking about their sex addictions and nymphomania, and sometimes men, it just turns them the wrong way, even the ones who aren't sex addicts. So I don't want any unwarranted attention. So anyhow, my thing this time, I'm going to be uploading videos, which will actually only be audio. And I hate typing. I was typing my whole life story on the site before, and oh my goodness, it's just too much. And actually, I accidentally erased that portion of the website. So I'm going to have to sort of go back to the beginning of, how it is I think I fell into this issue of sex addiction to begin with. And so I'll go back and start from square one and just give you some day-to-day, blow-by-blow of what goes on in the mind of a nymphomaniac and what it is we do. I ask that you do not judge me. If you actually, some people who will come to this site will know who I am. I am going to invite some of my social networking sites and people that I deal with to my site to hear me. But please do not judge me. I am not a bad person. I am not, I don't consider myself to be a whore. Don't judge me. I'm just here to talk about, my problem. And, please just listen sympathetically or empathetically. And to anyone else here on this site who is expressing themselves, just be sympathetic and empathetic. What else did I want to say? This will all be totally unrehearsed. I hope it doesn't run too long, but hopefully, you'll be patient with me because You know, I sometimes get windy. Anyhow, if anyone wants to ask me questions, feel free. I'm going to cover it all, but, you know, go ahead and ask me questions. The only question that I will not answer, you know, because I'm going to talk about my current dating situations, my current lovers or whatever. I'm going to talk about all these things, but I do not and I will not answer any questions to how many men have I been with, because I feel like when people ask me that question, it's like I don't think they understand. It's not a matter of how many men or whatever, you know. And I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with that question. So, you know, sit back and listen to, you know, what goes on in the mind of a sex addict, and bring your friends. Pop some popcorn, pop open a brew or whatever, and we'll talk about some things. Okay, so this is just making some housekeeping issues here, just letting everybody know. So far, I'm only going to be uploading my videos and having the confessions page for anyone who wants to type whatever comes across your mind, and also a link to my Sex du Jour blog, where I'm doing some advice column type things on another site. So please stay tuned, and I hope you will at least be informed. I hope you will at least feel like you know, can be more understanding of people and their problems. And, you know, if not, whatever. Like I said, my purpose of being here is to keep my own issue in the forefront and to keep talking about it and working through my own problems. I've come a long way. I have acknowledged the fact that I am a sex addict, and having done that has propelled me to a greater place already, and I'm just trying to stay on top of my issues by being here. So anyhow, join me next time. As I'm going to try and make a few tapes right now because I'm home alone, so I can speak up and speak freely. Okay, so I'll see you back soon. Bye.